Ever wonder how to set up LC Mail inside of your GoHighLevel account? Are you using LC Mail? Are you curious about it? I highly recommend it. So in this video, I'm going to break down how to go about setting it up in the back end. My name is Pamela Dale, your GHL gal. Stay with me. We're going to open up the dashboard and get busy. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is jump into your GoHighLevel account. You're going to come to settings on the left-hand side, and you are going to click on email services. This will be blank for you, and you're going to go ahead and click on dedicated domain. I'm going to add a domain. The button will be there for you as well, and then you get to choose your sending subdomain. People use mail or email or replies. It's up to you. But it is highly recommended that you use a subdomain of your domain. So I have the saassuite.com over here in Cloudflare that I'm not using for this. So let's go ahead and add that. So it's mail.thesaassuite.com. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click add and verify. It's going to provide me 5 records. It says it's not verified. Fantastic. We need to add these records. So I'm going to copy this here, and I need it to look like this. So let's jump in and add a TXT record. And you can do this in Namecheap or GoDaddy as well, but I do highly recommend Cloudflare. Cloudflare is like a little extra layer of protection. So now you can see when I typed in mail, it looks like it is supposed to over on GoHighLevel. Make sure there's no spaces before and after, and go ahead and hit save. That's our first one. We're going to continue to do that. This next one is a bit of a trick because I cannot memorize the beginning of this one. So we're going to copy. This is a TXT record. We're going to come back. We're going to add a record. We're going to add a TXT. Here I'm going to paste the first record in because it's so long. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back and I'm going to grab everything before this first dot. I'm going to come back and I'm going to add that in here in the root. So now I can see right here, it looks exactly like it's supposed to. I've done this enough. Double check yours just to be sure and go ahead and click save. Next, we're going to do the CNAME. So I'm going to click copy. This says email.mail. I'm going to come in. I'm going to add a CNAME. I'm going to go email.mail. I'm going to paste this in, and I'm going to turn this off. We'll turn it back on later. We'll go ahead and hit save. Next, I need 2 MX records. The first one is MXA, and it is a priority 10. So we're going to come back. We're going to choose MX. We're going to go mail. We're going to paste this in, and I'm going to type 10. I'm going to click save, and I'm going to do it one more time. This is MXB, just in case this highway is full. It's going to give us another route for our mail. And we're going to do mail, type that, paste it in, type 10, and we're going to click save. So just like that, we've got those 5 records in. That's exactly what it's supposed to look like. We're going to come back to our agency, and we're going to click verify. Now, it's going to take a couple of clicks through just to make sure that it does get verified. It'll take a moment. And there we go. They are all now fully verified. So the next thing is to go back, and it will say that I don't have an SSL. I click verify now. It'll take a couple of minutes. This is not unusual to have to click it a couple times. And then I walk away from this and come back. So if you're like me and you have 2, you would want to make sure that you've clicked one to be the dedicated. So I'm going to leave it where it is. Now the exact same thing happens when I go into a sub account. Now that I've got this set up, I'm going to go over to that sub account of mine, and let's take a look at settings, and we will go to email services, and by default, mail.clienttracks is here. So their sending domain is this, so their email needs to say their name at mail.clienttracks.com, or it's going to say via mail.clienttracks.com. And I would love to see you set up a dedicated domain for each and every sub account. Have them do this as part of the process. And then what they'll have is a nice clean sending ability. Because what you want to do next is ensure that your email deliverability is fantastic. So something that I do under my automations is I set up a list maintenance with 3 filters. One is workflows. One is an email events bounced. This says Mailgun only, but it works for LC as well. I add an email bounce tag. I set that contact DND for email, and then I remove them from all workflows. The next one I set up is complained. If they have complained, same thing. It tells me through Mailgun. I'm going to add that tag. I'm then going to remove them from all channels. I don't want a complainer. I'm going to remove from all workflows. The third one is email events unsubscribed. There is a custom value that is in the footers of your emails that's email unsubscribed. So that will catch here and it will tag them. We'll set that DND contact for email, and then we're going to remove them from all workflows. So this sits and runs in the background. It's beautiful to have. And then what I do is in my contacts, I will create a smart list. So I will have tags here, is not, email bounced, and then we want the next one as the tag is not, email complained. The next one is tag is not, email unsubscribed. And then what you could do as well is do the DND, which is a full DND on the system. So they have to have DND'd from phone, SMS, etc. And then the last thing that I do is I make sure that the email is not empty, so that I'm not trying to send to an email address. The inboxes don't like it. And this is my email clean deliverability list. So this is my full list. And what I will do is I will add these filters onto all of my lists. So now I can see all, and then I click here and I can see there's 3. I don't have anybody complain. It's all me. So that's how you're going to set that up so you can stay compliant. Now, in the blog post, I have added in a lot more about LC Mail. This video would be 30 minutes long, but you can read faster than you can watch me. But those are the basics to get this thing up, almost compliant, pretty close, much better than most of the businesses that I've been in, for sure. So with that, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you know how to reach me. I'm excited. If you'd like my help with LC Mail, reach out. And I look forward to seeing you on this road.